and Kenny here to say, pop culture fun in every way. Music, TV, movies, oh so bright. Join us for a blast tonight. Sister and brother rocking the flow, sharing all the things you need to know. Kathy and Kenny always in the mix. Pop culture fun fix to fix. Pop Culture Kids podcast crew. Tune in and let the topics move. Kathy and Kenny make it fun. Pop culture talk for everyone. Sit for everyone. I brought some for everyone. Pop Culture Kids podcast crew. Tune in and let the topics move. Kathy and Kenny make it fun. Pop culture talk for everyone.
Time for your weekly dose of pop culture with Kathy and Kenny, the Pop Culture Kids.
All right, welcome. We are Pop Culture Kids on a Saturday night. And you know what? I'm playing around with
On a
Cedric.
Sunday night.
Oh wait, why am I on a Saturday night? I don't know.
I don't know why you on a Saturday night. It's Sunday night.
I don't know. I have all my scenes are out of whack. I'm usually not in the beta, but I was trying to beta because I'm trying to do the live uh cast on Instagram as well as our Facebook or do it on shorts, but for some reason I got a blank screen, so I'm doing something wrong. So I thought I could do all the things, and it seems like I guess I can't. So
No,
I thought I was doing all the things, but I guess I'm not, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So I'm gonna play with it, and
okay. It is what it is.
I'll let you talk a lot, but anyway, we are the show that comes to you from the north and south. Me from North Carolina, Kenny from South Jersey, and it is snowing. But we have power. I have power here. It sounds like you got power there. We have
Yes.
internet connection. So hey, we're gonna do a show. I mean, hey, for me, it's a snow day tomorrow. I get to work from home, remotely, and so it's all good in the neighborhood. So that means I get to have a little vino with the show tonight.
Wow, look at you. Party up, party up.
And you know what?
Uh,
I told you what my plan was, but you know what? I opened the garage door. I saw that icy, snowy mess, and I decided against it. I actually wanted to go out and shovel my snow in my bunny
and I
suit.
told you not to mess with it like
I
that.
don't, I don't know why I wanted to do it in my bunny suit because to me it would be something so funny with neighbors just looking out the window and like, why is there this big pink bunny shoveling snow? I just thought that would be fun.
And I'm not even going to be mad about that. I'm not even going to be mad about that, because I've dressed up and gone out in public dressed up. I've worn tights and a cape and walked through Chinatown in Philadelphia. So I got no room to talk really.
Okay, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Hey, before we go to
So
news, can we go to some of the comments and see who's hanging out with us?
yes, let's see who's hanging out with us.
Okay, let's go to the comments uh and as we
Abike
say,
is with
good
us.
evening to our folks. Hopefully everyone is keeping warm and safe. And I got to figure out what I'm doing wrong on like my comments are coming up, but none of my pictures are coming up. So I guess I don't have the beta to it like all figured out yet because I don't see my
We're,
picture.
we're getting there. We're getting there.
We're getting there. We're learning. We're learning and growing. And Jace, how are you doing tonight? Thank you for hanging out and joining us. And we also have Ella Kitty. Welcome to the broadcast, saying hello. And P3, because I mean, I'm broadcasting this over like just about everything I'm throwing all the powers we have at it.
Ooh, wow. There you go.
Jackson Smith, yes, we can shout you out. Shout out and hi.
Jackson Smith,
Thank
what's
you
up? What's up? What's
for
up?
hanging. Oh man. See, yes, BK, like, yeah, great minds think alike. I shoveled in my reindeer
Yeah,
nice.
I saw a video of a BK out there earlier. She was in the snow making angels.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that.
I gotta figure all this out. I don't know where my images are, but evidently I have on the other stream, like on the vertical stream,
Yeah,
I have uh-oh. Let's see. Let's get the
my
comment.
buddy Ralph is here.
All right. We got the comments up, but let me figure out a way
Yeah.
to get our pictures up, and I will figure it all out. Eventually, I will
Okay.
figure
We'll
it
get there.
all
We'll get there.
out.
We'll get there. We'll
We'll
get
get
there.
there. We'll get there. And saying hi to cousin Lisa. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're warm, you're safe wherever you are because it is just what are they calling this snowpocalypse? But here
Yeah.
in the south, we're getting like more of an ice storm. Um, and slow with the notifications. All right. So, I mean, usually we start at 8 or closest to 8 as we can get. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, we're
snowpocalypse is
snowpocalypse.
definitely
Yeah.
here. Evie, welcome to the show. Thanks for hanging out with us on a Sunday night. I gotta figure all
Yeah.
this out, man.
Thanks.
I
Thanks.
don't know how.
So I want to tell you real quick about the event we did for our Martin Luther King Day food drive, the Martin Luther King Day of Service food drive that we did in Woodbury, New Jersey. I should have had pictures to you, but I did not get pictures to you. I have a whole bunch of pictures that my photographer took, and I had to go through and set them up and whatnot. But in any event, the event went great. We got 220 pounds worth of food donations that we were able to give to the South Jersey Food Bank, and we are planning on doing this again on Juneteenth, doing another food drive on Friday night, Juneteenth.
Okay, cool. That
So
is
it was that successful. So
awesome.
you want while you're doing that, you want to talk about pop culture news?
Let's go to pop culture news. Why not?
Okay, okay. One of my favorite actresses because I just love her style. If you ever watch Poker Face, Natasha Lyonne uh, has publicly announced that she has a problem with addiction, and after 10 years, she has recently relapsed. Now she's working on a new project, and she knows that she relapsed, and of course, she knows she relapsed, but she's owning up to it, and she's back on the wagon, back trying to get herself straightened out, and she was letting the public know that it is a journey. It's a long journey. Anybody knows anyone that has had an addiction problem will know that it is a journey. It is not always a nice journey. It is not something that is easily dismissed. So, I also now if you know someone who is on this kind of journey and they need help, there is an 800 number, a national government hotline, which is 1-800-662-HELP. That's 1-800-662-4357. If you know someone who does need that kind of help.
It's time for pop culture news for the Pop Culture Kids.
I'm sorry,
Kathy and
Katie.
Kenny.
I'm playing with the beta and I realized I had it in preview mode. I didn't have it in the right mode. I'm trying to get it right.
Yeah, you're killing me, Smalls.
I'm sorry. It's
You're
still
killing me,
not in the right
Smalls.
mode, I don't
Yeah,
think.
yeah, yeah.
I
Juanita's in
know.
the house. Hey, Juanita, how you doing?
All right. All right, I'm gonna get it together. Bear with me,
That's
folks.
okay.
Bear with me.
That's okay. And other pop culture,
Live
we don't have a lot of
happens.
pop. Yeah, we don't have a lot of pop culture news today. In other pop culture news, the Oscar nominations came out, and Sinners has broken the Oscar record with 16 nominations, including Best Film, Best Actor, and Best Supporting Actors.
Hey, did you see? And I think one of the stars of Sinners hosted Saturday Live last night.
I did not see Saturday Night Live last night,
Okay,
and believe it or not, I have not seen Sinners.
you have not seen Sinners? I believe it's streaming live on.
Oh yeah, it's streaming.
Okay, because I have not seen it either. So, and I know it's kind of like a scary film, and I don't know. I don't do well with horror, but I might check it out since it has all these nominations because that's rare too.
Yeah,
Because they don't
yeah.
do like horror films very often, or even
No.
like like the action films tend to get overlooked. But this got a record-breaking 16 nominations, including Ruth Carter, who's a costume designer who I think came to prominence with some Spike Lee movies, but won
Yes.
her first Oscar for the costumes in Black Panther. But
Yes.
she is now the most nominated Black woman in Oscar history with 5 nominations. So shout out to costume designer extraordinaire Ruth Carter. So
And
cheers.
I believe I heard a story where Michael B. Jordan said when he was nominated for this award, he was with his mother and they cried together.
Oh, nice.
Because he's a mama's boy.
Now, and he was like a child actor because I remember him when he was younger.
Yes.
Like, yeah,
Yes.
he's a child actor that again made it through to the other side. So shout out for
Yeah. Shout
Michael B.
out
Jordan
to
doing the
Michael
thing.
B. Jordan.
Yep.
Mike Guerrier.
Who?
No, I'm looking at the comment. Somebody said in love from Dallas. Mike Guerrier.
All right, Dallas.
If I
I
said it,
don't
if
know
I
if
said
you're
it,
getting hit
if
by
I
the
said it
storm, but
wrong,
be safe down
yeah,
there.
if I said it wrong, I always in our show, I have a knack for getting names wrong.
Yeah.
It's just the thing. I don't do it on purpose. I'm not doing it to be funny. I just happen to do it. I don't know why.
It's
just
just
happens
it's
that
just
way.
what you do.
It's just what I do.
All right. All
I'm a
right.
mess. I'm sorry. I'm a mess.
You're a hot mess. Oops. I'm a
Hot
hot
mess.
mess.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
for some reason, my stream deck isn't clicking right. I'm just having all kinds of issues. I mean, just
That's okay. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna get
I'm
through
gonna
this.
blame it on the weather. It's the freezing lines.
Well,
It's
at
the
least
freezing the
for
lines in my
once,
stream deck.
at least for once, you're not throwing me under the bus and blaming me.
No, it's all me.
Okay.
I mean, it's nobody but me. I can't.
Okay. So
I
for
can't.
once,
I can't even. with
yeah.
with the stuff that I just can't even.
So tonight we are talking about movies where the good guys end up being the bad guys. You think they're the good guys throughout the movie, and then boom, turns around, they are the bad guy. They are the guy that we need to look out for. And that's the movies we're talking about. We seem to have bonus added to my list because okay, if you know any movies where the bad guy, where the good guy turns out to be a bad guy, please come up in the comments and let us know what you have. I made the list. I usually take about 10 movies. We have 11 tonight because Kathy added another one. And
I added two.
but I don't. I'm gonna tell you this: we only have an hour. We only have an hour. I can't do all the movies, so let me know what you got on your list while we do our list. Now, at the bottom of the list, we have Kaiser
Sose. See,
Sose
okay,
from
all right,
Usual Suspects, and I've never seen this movie either.
okay. Now there were a couple of bad guys turned good guys that I wanted to put on the list, but I didn't. And
Well, we're gonna do that next week.
I didn't put all of them on the list, but we're gonna do what?
We're gonna do that next week. Bad guys that turns into good guys. This week is good
No, no.
guys that turn.
well, there were some other good guys that turned into bad guys that I wanted to put on the list, but I didn't want to go like too far. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was trying to be like, oops, okay. So yeah, I put on Kaiser Sose on the list because, and here's why. And for some reason, my slides are not moving with the. I'm just having a day today. I don't know
Pretty
why.
much, pretty
Yeah,
much,
I
pretty
know.
much.
It's
It's all
like,
right.
come on, my slides are
It's
like
okay.
not sliding the way they're supposed to be sliding. Okay, now, spoiler alert. So again, some of the movies we talk about are pretty old. So if you haven't seen them, um, oh shame, shame. And have you seen The Usual Suspects or no?
I have not seen The Usual Suspects.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
meant to look at. I meant to look at it. I had a
Okay.
girlfriend that we were going to look at The Usual Suspects one time, but then we broke up, so I didn't see it.
So, oh, you broke up, so you didn't see it. Okay, that's that is unfortunate. And you know what? It went a slide ahead. I'm like, I don't know why I'm having problems with slides tonight. Anyway, um, but Kaiser Sose, and again, Verbal Kent is the character name. And again, the usual suspects. This is kind of unusual because again, we're talking about good guys who turn out to be really bad guys. And even though the usual suspects are bad guys technically, because again, they're all suspected of a crime. It turns out that one of the guys or one of the protagonists that again you kind of identify with and empathize for because he plays a handicapped character and you kind of feel sorry for him and he's called verbal but he's probably the least talkative of all, and then the big plot twist at the end of the movie is that this story he's telling and he's weaving about this evil guy who's like a ghost of a character that they are claiming died in this big fire explosion is Kaiser Sose, who's the mastermind of this, like bringing these criminals together to pull off this particular heist. And it turns out that here he is, he's the mastermind. He's the evil guy all along, which I just thought was, it was a heck of a plot twist. It probably made the movie the sensation that it was, but Kaiser Sose. So who is Kaiser
Now,
Sose?
now, now,
Is the
now I don't have. Now I
protagonist.
don't have to see the movie.
I know. I feel bad because I'm like, oh wait, I'm giving away the
No,
movie, and
if I haven't seen it by now,
I added another one in honorable mention category, um, and that was Fight Club. Have you seen Fight Club?
I've never seen. I never wanted to see Fight Club.
You never wanted to see Fight Club, and
No.
I'm going to break the rule because the first rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club. But somebody out in the comments shout me out if you know what I'm talking about. And see, like somebody does know what I'm talking about because again, Donna, and she's gonna agree with me, I know, but the usual suspects, yes.
Oh,
Kaiser Sose.
oh, Donna, you're so tiring.
Oh, that's not
You're
nice.
tiring, Donna.
Shut up.
Because she never agrees with me, and she always agrees with you.
Mhm.
Always.
But The
Every week.
Usual Suspects is an excellent movie, so you should check it out. Even, I mean, well, now you know the big plot twist. So I apologize for that. I didn't mean to give that away for you, but I couldn't talk
It's
about.
okay.
You can't talk about. Well, even some of the movies that you put on the list, I don't know, but
Right.
I mean, I already know the good guys are going to wind up being the bad guys. So
Yes. Yes.
I'm getting frustrated with this one aspect.
Whatever.
Whatever. That comment.
Me,
That
me,
is
me, me and
precious.
Donna go. Me and Donna go back and forth with this. We've been doing this for years. For a
Okay.
good like 10. Well, good 10, 20 years. Has it been longer than that?
20,
Has it been longer than that?
probably talk about 20, 30 years, maybe even.
I'm not trying to age myself too. You always throw me under the bus. So next on our list, we're gonna move on with our list. Next, we have X-Men First Class. Now, we have two good guys in X-Men First Class that turned out to be bad guys. Actually, a couple of them did, but two prominent ones that were in all the X-Men movies. Magneto and Mystique. See, the thing about the reason I put this on the list is because when the X-Men were thought up, Professor X and Magneto, it was kind of made in the 60s and taken from the Black Civil Rights Movement. Magneto, I mean Xavier with the mutants was kind of thought of as being Martin Luther King. Magneto was kind of thought of as being Malcolm X. And that was the crust of this movie, where at the end, Magneto was like, look, these humans are never going to accept us. We gotta come back at them any means necessary. So he was about to blow everybody up. And Xavier did happen to stop him. However, he said, look, I'm gonna go off on my own, Charles, and do what I need to do. And Mystique was a childhood friend of Xavier's. And Mystique said, you know what? I'm tired of this BS too. I'm going with him. So they turned out, they started off as good guys trying to save everybody and have mutants and humans together. And they finally said, you know what? These people are never going to learn. We're going to go off on our own and fight this battle.
Okay.
Next on our list is a sequel movie, a couple of sequel movies on here. U.S. Marshals, which was a sequel to The Fugitive.
Oh, I don't think
And
I saw
yeah,
it, but I don't remember
this
it.
this is now, it was Special Agent John Royce, who's played by Robert Downing Jr., who was put on the force to find the fugitive, which was Wesley Snipes. And he was actually put on there for other reasons, because they wanted to quiet Wesley Snipes. He was on the run because he was set up. So you went through the whole movie thinking that Robert Downey Jr. was a good guy, but then he winds up doing something midway that kind of looked shaky, and he shot one of the other good guys. So he knew something was wrong. Then he tried to kill Wesley Snipes after everybody was gone, and he got caught. So he wound up getting killed himself in this movie. But he was pretending to be a good guy throughout the whole movie, trying to find a bad guy, thinking he was on the same page as everybody else on the squad, but he was really working for somebody else up higher than him, and he was sent to actually make sure Wesley Snipes doesn't talk, and he had to kill him off.
Okay.
So that was a good guy turned bad guy. And actually, that movie was the one movie that gave me the idea for this show, U.S. Marshals.
Okay, U.S. Marshals, and I remember seeing it, but I don't remember, and I remember that little bit of a plot twist. Oh, you know what? There was one, Kenny, that I thought was kind of interesting, that I kind of saw online, that I realized that this character might be considered a good guy. Um, that is actually a bad guy. Oh, I'll save it for the end. I'll save it for the end. We'll talk about it in a minute.
Okay, okay, okay. Next, we have a movie that you think I would like, but the only reason I like it is because Heath Ledger's in it. We're talking about The Dark Knight. And the character we're talking about is Harvey Dent. Harvey Dent started off as a savior of the city, but the Joker got to him. And this version of The Dark Knight and Harvey Dent, they kind of changed it from what the comic book is. As you know, I do know what the comic book story is, and that wasn't the comic book story. That was a lot of that was one of the problems I had with the Nolan Batman series. That I was one of the few people who was like, yeah, that really stunk. The whole series stunk. The only saving grace that whole 3 trilogy had to it was Heath Ledger's Joker. But in this one, Harvey Dent was the savior of the city. He was the district attorney that was going to change everything and turn everything around in the city. And the Joker twisted him up, disfigured him, and got into his head and made Harvey Dent a bad guy. Two-Face. Makeup was good on that. The Joker was great on that. That's the only reason I like that. Kristen Bell as Batman, to me, was one of the worst Batmans. He's up there with George Clooney and Batman. Fight me on this.
I did something else and I messed up again.
Okay, well, that's okay. That's
I'm
okay.
gonna put you on because I'm trying to. Oh, wait, I can't. I can't undo that. All right. I don't know what I did.
I'm looking at Ralph's comment. Ralph has a comment here. I've got a good guy. I got a good one. albeit kind of obscure, Benny from Total Recall. He was a mutant who turned on his own people. Arnold got revenge on him with a giant drill. I don't remember that scene until first. That's obviously that's the first Total Recall,
Mhm.
and I don't remember that scene. With the, I don't remember a lot from the first Total Recall, and it was the '80s, and I don't know whether it was. I don't. Maybe it was the party and the drinking I was doing in the '80s. I don't know. It, I, it was college time for me. I don't know,
You don't
but I don't
remember.
remember that part. Is that the one? Is Total Recall? Was that Running Man or Total Recall? Is that the one where the guy had the mutant inside the stomach
No,
that would
wait.
talk? That was talking. There
Uh,
was one where I think it was Total Recall where he had the mutant inside the stomach and the mutant was talking out of the stomach and guiding them away or told them what to do next or something like that. But yeah, Total Recall. Okay, that's a good one. Next we have Thor
not Thor.
and
Thor's is
Thor.
a good
No,
guy.
no, Thor's the movie.
Okay. Oh,
Loki.
Thor is the movie. Okay.
Loki is the guy in the first Thor. As we all know, Loki became the villain in the Avengers movie. Loki was the villain in a couple other things, and then Loki got his own series where he started off as a villain and he turned into a good guy. So we'll use that next week. But in the first Thor movie, where you first see Loki, he is a good guy fighting next to his brother side by side, and he's known for his mischievism, and he's kind of envious of Thor. He's kind of envious of the relationship that Odin has with Thor. And we find out that Loki isn't really an Asgardian per se,
Mm-hmm.
but he's from the Frost Giants. And he finds out that
Now,
his
is this
true
in the movie or
identity.
is this in the comic
This is the
book?
movie. This is
Okay.
the movie.
Okay.
This is the
All right.
movie. He finds out he's one of the Frost Giants, and in the movie, Loki turns and he thinks that he should be king. He should have Odin's spot. So he started off good, fighting next to his brother and fighting with his brother. And he maintained the fact that he was good to fool everybody out. And then in the end, he totally became bad.
Okay.
Okay, next we have a movie that I've only seen bits and pieces of, and it came up, but I do remember this part of it. Gone Girl and Done and Gone Girl. Now she played the role. She got her husband all in all kinds of trouble and everything for, you know, killing her. She really wasn't dead, and she had an ulterior motive, like most women, behind her, behind her, and she was really the villain in this scene in this movie where she was supposedly missing or supposedly dead, and she really wasn't.
Right. So now, and again, we probably need to give like a spoiler alert notice because I guess for all of these, if you're watching these movies, you're thinking, oh, wait, we got good guys, but then they turn out to be, oh,
They
not
turned
so
out to
good.
be they turned out to be bad guys. So in the whole movie, in Gone Girl, you're sympathizing with the woman. You're
Hmm.
sympathizing with the woman, and then you realize she's really setting them up. She's really the bad guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you want to go to the next one, or do you want to do our little promo in the middle?
Okay. I can do a quick promo to thank you guys for hanging out with us and checking us out. We are Kathy and Kenny. As we explain pop culture, we are Pop Culture Kids. We do this every Sunday night and have been since the pandemic. So we're 5 years in having fun with you guys on a Sunday night. So appreciate you being here. And if you are here joining us on our YouTube channel, Pop Culture Kids, please consider giving the show a like and a thumbs up. We really appreciate it. It helps the algorithm do its algorithmy thing. You can also catch us on our website at kathyandkenny.com. Sign up to get our updates and our blogs, which we haven't posted in a while. So we will get back on it, but we will not spam you to death. If you are kind enough to sign up for the website, we'll just let you know when we have a live show going on. But hey, that happens every Sunday. So you can always check us out here. We're also a part of Who's Got Next Radio. So there's all kinds of ways to catch this podcast, including the places that you hear podcasts. But we thank you so much for hanging out with us. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and enjoy the show. All right.
All right. And I see my girl Deja is in the house. Where's the horns at? Woo, woo, woo. Deja's in the house today. Thanks for joining us. Also, I want to let you guys know, if you go to our Facebook page, every once in a while, I'll put a question up, and the first person to answer the question gets a Pop Culture Kid card. And with this Pop Culture Kid card, this says that you know your pop culture. This is a, and I have to send out some Pop Culture Kid cards to some people who answer some questions. Usually, what I'll do is I'll quote a movie, and if you know that movie quote, the first person that says it, I mail them a Pop Culture card once they give me their address. And I realize I'm going to have to make these a little harder because you guys are getting these too easily. So I'm going to have to make you guys work for these Pop Culture Kid cards. And if you find somebody who doesn't know their pop culture and they have one of these cards, you get to take their card away from them. Like my friend Eric, who can't get a card. He can't get a card. He can't get a card.
He can't get a card.
He doesn't know anything. He can't get a card. He doesn't know any pop culture stuff. He can't get a card. My man, 50 grand, but he can't get a card. Next on our list, this is another movie that came to one of the first movies that came to mind that made me put this list together. Assault on Precinct 13. Now there's two movies to this. There's two iterations of this. And we're talking about the second one. You have a picture of the first one up there, but in the middle you have the second one. The second one with Lawrence Fishburne as the bad guy. The first one, Assault on Precinct 13, it was a gang that was coming after. So you knew the gang was bad. It was kind of like a nondescript gang members coming in and they had to kill everybody to win through. The second Assault on Precinct 13, they were holding a drug lord, a gangster, which was Lawrence Fishburne's character, and he knew information about the police. So the police had came by to, try to transfer him, and then some things went on, and the police that were trying to transfer him, they just wanted to kill him. He knew this. In any event, the main cop that was there in charge, he was protecting this gangster from the bad cops that were on this gangster's payroll who wanted to get rid of him. Because if this gangster goes in, he's going to talk, and all these bad cops are going to get exposed. So the good guys were the police who actually wound up being the bad guys. Assault on Precinct 13. Both versions of this movie are very, very, very good. I love this movie. It's a great movie. Next, we have the movie Watchmen. Watchmen
This was one I knew nothing about. So
Watchmen Watchmen is a comic book. It's a comic book movie. The thing about Watchmen that made it so great is if you've ever read the comic book, this movie was pretty much page by page exactly as the book ran. It was awesome. It was great. The ending they changed a little bit from the book because the book ending was kind of far-fetched and out there. They changed it. But the whole thing of this book was there was a group of heroes in the 40s. And they maintained themselves into the 50s and 60s. And what happened was they were told to disband for being too violent or being undercover men or whatever. It kind of mirrored the DC universe and why they were disbanded, while the Justice Society was disbanded in the 50s. It kind of mirrored that whole story. Side note, those heroes in that book of Watchmen, that was a DC book, they were supposed to be charlatan characters, but at the last minute they couldn't use those charlatan characters, so they changed the names of these certain heroes to make them totally different heroes and change a couple of things in their powers. In any event, there's one hero called the Comedian who was kind of like a war guy. He was a war guy, had guns, and he was fighting, could fight real good and everything. and someone broke into his apartment and killed him. Everybody was saying, well, this guy was really a jerk to everybody. So somebody who kills him, like anybody could have wanted to kill this guy. That's how much of a jerk. He was a hero, but he was a real jerk of a hero. So they were trying to figure out who killed this guy. Asmodeus killed him, but Asmodeus was one of the good guys. Asmodeus was the smartest man in the world, supposedly. And his thing was he saw the world coming to a national war, a worldwide war, rather. He saw the world coming to a world war. The only way he could stop the war was to give everybody a common enemy. The only way he could do that was to kill the heroes so somebody could get blamed. So it was a big script and it was a great movie, but Asmodeus was the chief good guy. He was kind of like the leader of the Watchmen. And at the end, he wound up being the guy who tried to kill the other Watchmen and killed the comedian. So he wound up being the bad guy by the end of the movie. And they also, HBO also did a follow-up to that movie, which was a series starring Regina Hall, which was the series of Watchmen was awesome. I suggest if you have time to binge something, binge that. The Watchmen series was an awesome movie. And Juanita says Watchmen was good. Juanita, thanks for joining us.
I got another thing. All right, so our next one.
Our next one is
This is
a
a
classic.
Mhm.
Classic.
Now,
Hey, Mike.
was
Mike,
it the
remember when we
Godfather
were...
or the Godfather 2? Wasn't he more of a?
This is the Godfather.
Oh yeah, I guess in the first one. Yeah, by the end of the
This
first
is the
one.
Godfather. Okay. Michael Corleone started off as a good guy. He didn't want to be part of the family business. He wanted no parts of that. He disowned the whole family business thing. He joined the army. He was in Italy in the army and everything else. He wanted no parts of that. And they drew him back in. Once I thought I got out, they draw me back in. Isn't that the line for the movie?
I think so.
Yeah, they draw me back in. So Michael Corleone didn't want to be a mobster, but his dad was getting old and sickly. Finally, his dad dies. He becomes the Don. He becomes the Godfather, and he was as cold as his father could be. And the Abe Vigoda's character found out the hard way. Hey, Mike, remember when you was young and we used to... And Mike Corleone looked at him and goes... The coldest scene I think I've ever seen in a movie. Where Abe Vigoda's character is trying to plead for his life, and Mike Corleone looks at him and just goes, "It doesn't, no, it's not going to make it. You got to take a ride with these guys. It's not going to be nice."
No, it's
You're not
Fredo,
coming.
you broke my heart, or
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one too. Fredo, you broke my... Yeah. So,
no,
but
the
yeah, the guy...
coldest scene is when he shuts the door in his wife's face, where he just kind of like where the door closes and you just see Diane Keaton kind of,
Yeah.
I guess, realizing who her husband has become. Especially because
Hey,
again, at the beginning of the movie, he was like, the golden boy. He wasn't a part of like the family business, and you
and she watched him turn into...
turn into the Godfather. So he's actually the star of the movie, technically. I mean, everybody thinks it's like
Yeah,
Marlon Brando, but
Norman Brandon,
in
but it's not.
essence, it's really
And
Michael Corleone.
yeah, and the thing of it is that Godfather 1 and Godfather 2.
Hmm.
Godfather 3, don't really have to waste your time with that one.
Yeah,
I tried to watch it. It
it
wasn't the
was hard.
same.
It's
Just
a
didn't...
hard
It,
watch.
it, yeah, it wasn't... Didn't just get the same feeling as Godfather 1 and God. For some reason, sometimes when he try to do movies 10, 20 years later in a new age, they do too much. Whereas movies in the 70s and 60s, they're simple and they're, more concrete. And, Godfather 1 and Godfather 2, you know. So next we have, look, every once in a while, you have to put Die Hard in something. Okay?
It wouldn't be our show if there was
There
not a
wouldn't be
Die
a
Hard
show if we
reference.
didn't have a Die Hard reference somewhere in the show.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
Now, in Die Hard 2, Major Grant, which is played by John Amos, came onto the scene because there was a terrorist at the airport. And Major Grant came in and he was going to handle everything. He was taking care of everything. Matter of fact, when they got smart with John McClane, Major Grant took up for him and said, hey, get this guy out of John McClane's face. John McClane thought it was cool. Come to find out, they wasn't. They was with the terrorists. Booty shorts. So then, no, there's a commentator who says booty shorts all the time.
Booty.
But no, booty shorts, yeah. But then he finds out, John McClane realizes that Major Grant and his men are with the back, and you don't even catch on to it because the one guy that's with the unit is his first time with the unit. And they're driving off and they're going after the guys. They're going after the bad guys. They're going after the terrorists. And the army guys are driving off. And the guy goes, man, I wish I was with you guys when you did this, that, and the other. And John Amos goes, yeah, I wish you was with us too. And then cuts the kid's throat because he can't know. So then John Amos looks at everybody else and goes, all right, we're on code blue or something like that. So they changed their bullets and now they got blanks. So they're shooting blanks at the terrorist because they don't want to kill them because they're in a league with them. It's a whole different thing. So you thought John Amos and his battalion were all good guys. Come to find out, they ain't with the bad guys. So then John Amos has to have a fight with John McClane on a plane wing as the plane is trying to taxi off. Now, if you want to fight somebody on a wing of a plane while the plane is moving, you really want to kill them. That's hate. That's hate. So he fights him, and he winds up throwing John Amos, Major Grant, into the propeller, and he gets all cut up. So
like
there he goes.
classic.
And he winds up blowing up the plane too, and that gives his wife's pilot a landing. With the fire, it gives him landing because it's all snowy out there. Because it's Christmas time, so
Of course.
Die Hard 2 could probably be a Christmas movie too, because it was Christmas time when they did it, just like Die Hard 1. And the wife says, why does this keep happening to us? Why does this keep happening? Then we'll try to spend Christmas together.
I believe it's not a Christmas movie. It's not a Christmas movie.
Yeah, you believe wrong. You believe wrong.
And
You believe wrong.
I know it's the dividing line, but okay. Anyway, so yes, good guys turn bad guys. John Amos and as Major
Die Hard
Grant and Die Hard 2. Although I think
Yes.
what was Samuel L. Jackson? He was Die Hard 3, right?
Yes, he was
okay.
Die Harder.
No, that was the fourth one.
That was the fourth one.
Die
Was
Hard
this
3
new?
was Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Oh, Die Hard with a Vengeance. That's right. That's right. I like
Take
that
your
one too.
pop culture card, turn it in. Hand it
No. Wait a minute.
Talk to me now.
No, I did not hand him my card.
Oh, and for the top of our list, and after we do the top one, I want to share with you, uh, the one guy who's a good guy, who when I read this one article, I was like, oh wait, they might be right. He might indeed be a bad guy. I want to share that one with you.
Okay, well, let's this last one, which is an obvious one.
Mm-hmm.
Anakin Skywalker, Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith. Anakin was in these first pre-Star Wars movies per se, 1, 2, and 3. He was the golden child. He was good. He was the fastest one. He was great. And these three movies sucked behind.
Now, okay, now are we talking the order that they were released, or are you talking about
Yeah,
the
no, the
reboot?
first three. The
The
first three. The first. Okay, first we got the Star Wars, A
mhm,
New Hope.
mhm.
Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi.
Which
Those
are
were
the
fantastic
prequels.
movies.
Oh yeah,
Those are the
basically.
classics. And then you did the prequels,
Mhm.
and the prequels had Jar Jar Banks in it, and that was
It,
just
mhm.
yeah.
Because it
You'd be
was
so
Attack of the
bad.
Clone. Like I don't know the order of the prequels. I my
Why do they think? Why do they think Jar Jar Banks talking like Mushmouth from the Cosby
Fat
Kids?
Albert.
Yeah, from Fat Albert. Why do they think Jar Jar Banks talking like Mushmouth from Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids would be a good add to a Star Wars? I don't understand. I don't understand what they were thinking. Somebody was smoking a ganja and said, "Let's do Mushmouth and Star Wars in space."
Mm.
But anyway, Anakin Skywalker went to the dark side because you know what they messed up and they did? They messed up and killed his mother.
Ah.
They messed up and killed. They effed around and found out. They messed up and killed his mother, and he saw red and killed everybody. Everybody can get it. He went to the dark side.
Wow.
Ben Kenobi said, I know you think you bad. I know you think you the man, but I am your master. I know you think you quick and all, but you don't want this smoke. Anakin said, I'm Anakin Skywalker. I can beat everybody. I can do things that nobody else could do. I can take you. Ben Kenobi said, I got the high ground. Like you don't want this smoke, man. You don't want this smoke. Anakin said, come with it, old man. Next thing you know, Anakin ain't got no legs, ain't got no arms, and now he's sitting by a lava pit crying for his dead mommy.
So again, it's almost like John Wick. You know, he would have been fine going about his life had they not killed his dog. So Anakin would
He
be
killed the dog.
still on the side of right and on the good side had they not killed his mother. So
But unlike John Wick still stayed a good guy.
okay,
He only killed the bad guys. Anakin was
he
killing
killed
everybody.
anybody. Is that a good or I don't
Well,
know?
if you kill the bad, well, you kill the bad guys.
Okay, if
Yeah,
you kill bad guys, it's okay.
it's okay if you kill bad
Oh,
guys.
all right.
Yeah, I'm allowing that. If you kill bad guys, I'm allowing it. It's like a
Okay.
Punisher mentality.
I don't know. The killing of anybody, and maybe I'm just being sensitive to the news of the week. It's starting to
Oh
get to
yeah,
me.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
starting to get
yeah,
to me.
yeah. But
All
if
right.
you shoot a couple of ice agents, I'm not going to cry. Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, politics aside. All right, now here is the one that when I read this article, I'm like, oh wow, maybe he is a bad guy. But one article kind of poses that Ferris Bueller is really a bad guy
Really,
because
he did get away
basic
with a lot of stuff. He did
right,
con a lot of people.
and it's all pretty kind of like selfishly motivated. And again, he tries to pass it off as, oh, he's trying to do it for Cameron's benefit, but really, because he kind of uses Cameron to do the voice and stuff when they're trying to get into the restaurant. He, ruins Cameron's dad's car. So maybe Ferris is the bad guy, and poor
I,
Mr. Rooney, who you think is the villain, suffers the most.
Mr.
So
Rooney was like the first male Karen.
I, the first male Karen. But what if Ferris
I
Bueller is the
I do
bad
like the
guy,
scene.
and his
I do like
sister
the
was
scene.
actually right because she could see it.
I do
'Cause
like the
sisters
scene
can,
where
they
he
can
talks
see something.
Cameron into
Oh,
calling
the
the school.
repulsion.
Where he talks to school, Cameron is calling school and yelling at Rooney. Rooney, do I have to come down there? And then they pick him up. Rooney like, so that's how it is in that family.
So I kind of like that idea as Ferris
you,
Bueller
you
is really
idiot.
the bad guy. I don't know.
You think Ferris Bueller's the bad guy?
I don't think he's as good as he says.
I would have to say Ferris Bueller was just being a kid.
I don't think so. He was just a little too smooth and calculating for me. I mean, John Hughes, I love you, but I kind of agree. Maybe Ferris Bueller is the bad guy.
I'm
Just
gonna have to
throwing that
think
out
on that.
there.
I'm gonna have to sleep on that
You
because I don't.
think about it.
You're changing the whole movie for me now.
I know. I'm like, mind blown.
Because he did get the free meal at the restaurant.
I'm telling you,
He did like
he's a bad guy.
he did leave Cameron's car in the garage where the guys took the well, he didn't know the guys were gonna take the car and drive it.
Mm-hmm.
That's not his fault.
So
Then they put all the miles on the car. But his idea of we're gonna drive the car backwards and take the miles back was kind of stupid.
wrecked the dude's dad's car. So yeah, maybe he is the bad guy. That's all I'm saying.
I don't can't we just say he was smart and conniving, or he was just smarter than everybody else around him?
He was a bad guy.
Okay, I'm having a hard time with that. That changes the whole movie for me. I'm having a hard time with Ferris Bueller actually being the bad guy. What article did you see? I gotta read this article because that don't make sense.
I might need to share it with you because I think there's some potential in there that
Okay.
maybe he was the bad guy.
Okay, I'm having a hard time
But
with that.
funny.
I went all these years since the '80s thinking Ferris Bueller was the coolest guy in the
Coolest guy
'80s.
ever. But what really?
And Cameron goes, "Do
So
you know who you're
James
dealing
Spader is
with?"
not
And
always
he
the
goes,
bad guy. I
and he
mean, he
goes,
might have been in less
"Sure."
than zero, but in the 80s, we were all thinking that Ferris was the cool guy and Rooney was the bad guy. What if Ferris was the bad guy? Let's turn your world inside out. Take another look.
Pretty soon you're gonna be saying that Roadrunner was the bad guy and Wally Coyote was the good guy.
Possibly. Possibly. Because again, if you're going to put an anvil on somebody's tail, I'm sorry, you're a bad guy. If you're constantly trying to trick somebody, beep beep, you're the bad guy. That's all I'm saying.
But he was trying to kill him. He was trying to eat him. He was just defending himself.
Self defense is no reason to be a bad guy. Come on, we are living in times where again, it's not all black and white.
You act like
So
you
we
never
got to
put an
call some of these
anvil.
bad guys out.
You act like you never dropped an anvil on somebody. Come on. Come on.
uh, all right, maybe not, maybe not. Anyway, hey,
Do they
where are
even
we going
do
next
they
week?
even make anvils anymore? I've
I'm
never
sure they do.
actually seen an anvil in real life.
I don't think I have either. Hmm.
I don't think I've ever seen an anvil in real life. I think I'm gonna need to go find an anvil and take a picture because I've never seen the anvil. I've seen it in the cartoons. That's the only
Oh,
place.
of course.
And what is an anvil used for?
I don't know, the tie on the end of
Does
a
anybody know?
coyote's tail. Who knows?
I don't, yeah.
Or,
I mean,
or
what
if
is
you're
an
painting
anvil for?
fake
Really?
tunnels that lead people to run into walls. I mean, that's pure evil.
I don't
Phoebe.
like. What do you actually use an anvil for? I gotta look that up too.
Oh
I gotta look that
man,
up.
the
Anvil,
violence
anvil.
in the cartoons we
Yeah.
watched when we were younger. I don't know. It was pretty.
Oh, of course. Donna has the answer. Oh, Lottie da Donna. Blacksmiths use them.
Okay, so there you go.
What do they use them for?
Because when they have like the hot pieces of metal and they need something to bang on it, bang it on and
And they
stuff,
use the
and they're
anvil to bang it.
welding
Yeah,
and
okay.
stuff, and I don't know. It's a big weighty thing. It's a big heavy duty thing. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? I didn't get any like ice melt or whatever because I was worried it was going to crack up my driveway and make it all nasty and funky. So I didn't buy any.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
thinking I should have gotten some sand or something.
maybe you can buy ice melt at the Ambil store.
Because see, I mean, I know up there you guys are getting like 14 inches, but if you get snow, they will plow it and life will go on because they have snow plows. Down here, we're getting ice and they don't really have plows and stuff to deal with ice. So it will be here until it melts and we won't be able to go anywhere until it melts because
All I know is I'm working from home tomorrow because of this weather.
Mhm.
So, cheers.
Cheers. I know. Well, I have an optional work day, and I don't know because I do have so much time available to me. I might opt to not even do a virtual work day, although there are things I can do. So I don't know. I got to think about it. Think about it hard. I did bring my computer home just in case, because
Yeah,
hopefully
I
wherever
got my.
you are, if you're impacted by the snow, the ice storm, you get a nice work day, uh, a work from home day, and I guess it nothing with this pandemic. At least it left us with the ability and capacity to have that be an option. Um, Although I know for some people it's not like an option every day, and that would be helpful, especially in rising costs of childcare and that kind of stuff. But at least for these emergencies, we now know how to function. We know how to do meetings online. We know how to do things um, to still do our job. Unfortunately, in education, there's only so much of our job we can do from, especially for an administrator, in a virtual climate. Because even though you can tutor and teach online, I still believe it's not as effective as being there in person. There's just something about
It's probably
that
not.
connection and that
But
relationship that you have that you can't. uh, I mean, as much as we connect and we talk, and we have the people who listen every week, and we appreciate you so much. But there's only so much connection we can do as far as that education. I think.
ho-
Um,
however, if
okay.
you are home and
Hmm.
you are in a place where there's a lot of snow and ice
Hmm.
and you don't have to go anywhere, don't go anywhere.
Go. No. No.
Pour yourself a drink, grab a book, binge a show, watch some of these shows we talked about tonight. Watch both
I think you know
Assault
what
on Precinct 13s.
there are.
Read a book, read a comic book.
There are two.
Don't go anywhere.
There
Stay
are
home.
two. Okay, can I talk now? There are two Oscar-nominated films that I think are on HBO Max that I want to try to catch. One is Sinners, and the other one, and oh my gosh, I forgot it already. I had a whole list too of Oscar-nominated movies, and also where you can watch them. And I think there's another of the Oscar-nominated movies that's like streaming. Like I think there's 10 movies and only about three of them are still in theaters, like Marty Supreme and Hamnet. But a lot of them are available for streaming. Although the one thing I can't recommend, and I'm sorry, I watched it. I watched like one episode, and I know it's all the thing, and was Heated Rivalry. So the folks who are
I've
fans of
heard,
the show, explain it to me because I watched it and I think I watched one episode or did I watch two? I might
I've
have
heard. What
watched.
is that about?
It's about gay hockey players, and I mean that that's it.
That's it.
And yeah, and I had heard so much about it, and I wanted to really like it, and I just didn't, and I don't know what I'm missing. So if I'm yeah.
Well, my my pop culture pick for the week is on
Mhm.
Tuesday. There is a new Marvel series coming out. All 8 episodes will be broadcast on Tuesday, which is the 27th. And the show is Marvel. I mean, I'm sorry, the show is Wonder Man. and Wonder Man already comes on with a 90, without being seen, it comes on with a 90% rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh wow, 90%. That's
It only comes out with I guess the critics saw it, and it has a 90% ratings on Rotten Tomatoes. It's been said to be very good. It's called Wonder Man. Wonder Man in the comic books is one of my favorite characters. Down the line after like under like Luke Cage and Batman and Black Panther, and Blue Marvel. Wonder Man is one of my favorite characters that I like to see in different things. And they did race swap him for the TV show for the Marvel Universe. But however, I am looking forward to the iteration of Wonder Man and how they do it. It should be a good show. So also I have another pop culture pick. Apparently, and I haven't seen. I meant to watch it this weekend. There is a documentary about Mel Brooks on Netflix, I believe. Is it on Netflix or is it on HBO? There's a thing on Mel Brooks, and Mel Brooks is 99 years old. He's had a fantastic career, a wonderful career. So I really do want to watch Mel Brooks.
I think I might check that out. That's a good pop culture
I might
pick.
check that.
Okay,
That's
so
good pop culture.
my two pop culture picks are going to be from HBO Max. So if you have that streaming service, it's 2 Oscar-nominated movies that I haven't seen that I want to see. So I'm going to put those in the mix, and that's Sinners and One Battle After Another. That's what it was. The actress who hosted Saturday Night Live, I think, was in One Battle After Another. So they are both Oscar nominees that are on HBO Max. So if you have that service, those are going to be my picks, and those are blind picks because, like I said, I haven't seen them. But you know what? Depending on how many days we're snowed in, I'm probably going to go watch. I think I might watch One Battle After Another after this show, and then Sinners I got to watch during the day because I think it's going to be scary, and I can't watch scary stuff at night.
Sinners is on Prime. Sinners is on HBO and Prime.
Oh, okay.
Mel Brooks, the 99-year-old man, is on HBO Max, and Wonder Man is on Disney Plus.
Ah, okay.
We'll be on Disney Plus on Tuesday.
Okay. All right. Cool. So depending on how many days we are stuck inside, there is stuff to stream. You can go back, and you can also check us out on YouTube and some of our shows where we talk movies, music, and TV and things of pop culture. Usually we pick a topic and talk about it every week, as well as some pop culture news and, of course, our pop culture picks. We want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on a Sunday night. And wherever you are, stay warm, stay safe. We will be back. And next week, Kenny, you said we're talking about
bad guys who turned good.
Wait, bad guys who turn good? Okay, so we're flipping the script.
Yeah.
Flipping the script. So come on.
Flipping the script. Flipping the script.
Next
baby.
week,
we will be back.
And as always, in parting, we wish you love, peace, and pop culture.
God bless your soul and keep living. Peace.
Kathy and Kenny here to say, pop culture fun in every way. Music, TV, movies.
Thank you for geeking out with Kathy and Kenny on Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture.
Sister and brother rocking the flow, sharing all the things you need to know. Kathy and Kenny always in the mix. Pop culture fun fix to fix. Pop Kulture Kids podcast crew, tune in and let the topics move. Kathy and Kenny make it fun. Pop culture talk for everyone. Simple for everyone. I brought some for everyone.